Kia ora whānau, and welcome to another episode of Get a Job and Get Healthy with Costas Enterprises. I am your ever-loving host, Alex Costas. As always, I am driving while I'm doing this. I know I'm not supposed to, but oh well, what's going to happen? This is my time when I record, and yeah, I just feel like talking for a bit. So, one of the things I said in the last episode was I was going to talk to you a bit about making a business through Temu and whether or not it's viable. So what I'm basically talking about is kind of like drop shipping, but a more hands-on version of drop shipping. So as you would have heard from the last episode, I talked about Movember. I also talked about us doing up in Armageddon. Well, while we were selling the coconut wax candles that we do, we were also selling some other stuff. But first, before I get into that, we're going to go through all the usual. So first and foremost, if you want to, you can contact me, doncostas@gmail.com. That's D-O-N for Nike, C-O-S-T-A-S @gmail.com. That is my email. You can also find me www.costasenterprises.business.blog. Or alternatively, you can find me at the Kiwi Don, both on Instagram and on Facebook, and on Twitter. So feel free to drop me a line and give me any questions and stuff that you might have. Now, the reason I'm saying there is a potential viability with the Temu as a business, and this is not so much with a grain of salt, but more with you having to think a bit outside the box. So as you guys know, me and my partner, we sell 100% pure coconut wax candles. Now that is something that we manufacture and create ourselves. We sell it at things like craft markets. We sell it at a place called the Wally Collective, which is like a collective of artists and stuff. So rather than doing drop shipping, which is more so where you don't have to be so hands-on, drop shipping is more the other way round. What I'm talking about is where you are still semi-hands-on, like you're still selling stuff in person, but the difference is you're buying at a much lower cost, and buying items that, like in a place like New Zealand, a lot of these items people either overcharge massively, or they just don't have it. So what I'm talking about is a little bit different. I'm talking about actually taking your product and like whatever interest you've got. Let's use, so my temporary tattoos that I told everyone about that I was doing, the momentary masterpieces, a lot of those tattoos were sourced either from AliExpress or Temu. I'll be honest, Temu is more where I'm dealing with the stickers that we're dealing with. And one of the things that we were selling, I think I told you guys in Armageddon, we were telling you about how we make the handmade clay earrings, but we also make our 100% pure coconut wax. Well, we also sold stickers and wall stickers and temporary tattoos and car stickers. So the things like the car stickers and the stickers that we were buying, a lot of those were stickers that I bought from Temu. And because I've worked at the Wally Collective, and because I have, I know artists there, I know how much people are willing to pay for a sticker. And I can tell you right now that, it is not unusual for people to pay $4 for a small sticker, or at minimum $2 for a small sticker. Now, the funny thing about this is that most of the stickers that are out there that you can see are like, they're $4 for like a set of 50. Now, granted, what I'm talking about now, when I'm talking about using Temu as a semi drop shipping business, but not a drop shipping business, I am talking about a selective group of things. For example, the things I was selling were anime stickers, DC, Marvel, that sort of stuff. So at a place like Armageddon, which is a convention, there is a viability for it, you see. So there's a market for it. Now, if you were to do this in another, another idea, you would have to, or another location, you would have to know what goes well in that location to be able to find it first, and then buy it and then sell it. So we're kind of getting into like the semi principles of what you should be doing, and without telling you exactly what you should do, because you can make up your own things. Like, you might be into cars or shoes. You might be one of these people that loves Nike or loves Adidas, and gets they cop the latest releases as soon as they go. What you could do is you could find something like, yes, shoe stickers are one thing, but imagine if you thought a little bit differently and went with air fresheners. So people associate shoes with smell as well, and having like a nice fresh smell where you store your shoes. You could get a air freshener, and I'm just spitballing here. I'm saying you can look for this. I haven't searched for this. I don't know if there is one, but this is an idea that I'm throwing out to the world, which you could be using. You could then source those from Temu, which are sent from China. They are sent very, very quickly, and because it's something like, they might sell, like, you'd shop around a bit, but you'd find the design that you liked. It could be some Jordan breads. It could be, it could be something even, some of the other Jordans that are out there, the Jordan high tops, the Jordan lows. Like, I'm saying Jordans because I know there is Jordan stuff on Temu that you could potentially look at. And so you would find those, or you might find an air freshener of Michael Jordan doing the famous pose when he did the dunk, like the Superfly dunk sort of styles. So it's really up to your imagination what you could look for. But you buy those in bulk. So you buy, say for example, you buy, what I was doing with a lot of the stuff that I was buying, is I was buying about 3 or 4 of the set, or 3 or 4 car stickers at a time, just because I don't know what sells and I'm still learning. And because of my experience with Armageddon, I now know what sells a lot better than others and what I've still got, basically. One of the ones that I thought was going to sell didn't. So it's all about learning. It's all about looking at what it is that you know. It could be car stickers. It could be, just like, and when I mean car stickers, sorry, I don't mean the car stickers like I was selling. I'm talking like stickers of different types of cars. Anything you can think of. You have to know who your audience is and who you're marketing it to. Bluey. For those that know what Bluey is like a cartoon Australian dog, a blue heeler, I believe. Sorry, my Japanese my Japanese GPS cut in for a sec there. But yeah, so you might know Bluey, and you might be like, well, I really like, I know this works well with kids. Kids really enjoy this. You could buy a whole lot of Bluey stickers, Bluey posters, and what you would pay for them normally would be a lot more versus what you've got now. So yeah, that is an option there, for example. So you buy those in bulk as little laptop stickers, and then you sell them at $4 a sticker. Now, most times you'll find that the sticker themselves will probably come, and again, I'm using Bluey as an example, or the Jordan stickers as an example. You could buy the Jordan stickers, and it might be, you might get a pack of 100 stickers for like $4. Now, you price your sticker at $4 each, you sell it at the right location. It could be a craft market, it could be something like that, and next thing you know, you sell one sticker, you've paid for the entire pack. Then anything extra is a bonus. Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. It's buying low, selling high, and, okay, I'll give you an example. some of my temporary tattoos, and to the people that bought my temporary tattoos, I appreciate you, I love you very much. But I was selling my small temporary tattoos for $5 each. And you'd be like, well, that's not very much. But when you consider that I was buying a pack of 100 temporary tattoos for $1, every time, I just sell one of those, I've already made my money back. And one of the things that I learned at Armageddon, which my partner sort of showed to me and told me, which is something that I did need work on because I didn't do it until much later, was once you've made your money, it's okay to give better deals to other people. Now, what I mean by that is, at the start, I was doing, $5 a temporary tattoo, and then by the second day, it was buy one. If they bought like 3 tattoos, I'd give them one free, because I was holding on to that notion that I needed to make $5 for every single tattoo that I'd bought. But I don't. So at a place like Armageddon, you don't get free stuff. Very rarely do you get free stuff. So at our stall, we were giving people, with every purchase, you were getting a free sticker, like a $1 sticker, and a $5 temporary tattoo. So it's something that's very, very small, something that's very, to me, it cost nothing. It was nothing. I'd already made my money for that particular free sticker. In fact, the free stickers, I'll tell you about this a little bit later, the free stickers were even better because they were actually free stickers for me. Which, it took a while to do, but again, it was through Temu. So yeah, it got to the point where on like the last day when we were, because we travelled from Wellington to Auckland, so we didn't really want to take everything back with us. So what I was doing was, we were basically, apart from the candles and the earrings, we were giving away, like, you buy one, you get another one free. You buy one, you get another one free. And so we just kept that up with everything, and it was crazy. Now, the first day we sold, this is when we were only open for 3 hours. We were like, okay, cool, how are we going to do this? And we were trying to make a profit. And you know what? We did well. We made about, in the span of 3 hours, we made about $500, maybe 600, which is pretty good considering we were only open for 3 hours. And this is a Friday night, not even the full day on the Saturday. So I think now that had I gone back and actually gone, wait, if I'd offered buy one, get one free, we would have had even more sales. So yeah, it's learning different things to do with your thing. Knowing that, when you realize that you only paid, like, as I said, with, say for example, we do the bluey stickers, for example. If you only pay $5 for a pack of 30 stickers, 30 bluey stickers. And when I'm talking stickers, I'm talking the high quality stickers. I'm not talking like, I'm talking the vinyl waterproof kind of ones. Like the very, very high quality ones. Like, we're not talking shit. They're die cut as well. And so, if you pay, $3 for a pack of 100 or $5 for a pack of 30 or something like that, and then you just charge $4 for one, and people buy more, as soon as you sell 2, you've made your money. So at the start, what I will be doing from now is realizing that there will be a buy one, get one free. And we will make it easy that way, because it just makes sense. Because we still have some stock, but we did sell a lot of stock. And the stickers were very, very surprising for me. Like, I really, really, I realize now that was the way to go. And same as the car stickers. Like, the car stickers, at the end of the day, we were going, right, our large tattoos, we were selling our large tattoos for $15 each. Some of those tattoos I paid 89 cents for one, and I only had like 15 of them. So it's taking the time to go, right, I bought this at a low price. I've already made my money. That covers the entire cost. Like, I'll be honest, I had one guy that, and if he listens to the podcast, good on you, mate. Like, he bought $200 worth of stickers, and this is when we were doing buy one, get one free. So he actually got $400 worth of stickers, but his $200 pretty much paid for all of my stickers. So we're not talking the car stickers, but at the same time, you could say that some of my car stickers were covered off in that. So yes, Temu is a viable thing if you do it the right way. Now, if you're willing to put in the time and go to like craft markets and you know, there are other ways that like I'm giving examples of a starter way of doing this, of getting this in, starting early, going, right, I'm going to put my money in, do this, and then selling it that way. Like, you could do something like go to a collective. Now, of course, the real money is having the collective and doing that yourself. That's the real money, because then you're getting the rent. You don't have to put anything in. But that's a whole other idea that I've got, which we will hopefully do one day and talk about a bit more. But for now, if you want to get started and you want minimum cost, talk to some of these art fairs. Say, hey, look, I've got these stickers. Is it okay if I sell them? And they were like, oh, well, did you make the stickers? And you know, you can say, oh, I sourced them. And as long as you're not selling someone else's intellectual property, preferably, like, you can check with them and see if it's okay. Be like, oh, I got these stickers, is that okay? And most times they'll be like, yeah, sweet as. Because at the end of the day, they want people to buy as well. And usually with these sorts of ones, you have to sort of, you usually have to pay a little bit of your, you know, you got to pay a rent space, and most times rent space is based on the size that you're going to put. And you know, let's say for like one of the craft markets that we do, we pay about, I'd say about $45 sometimes for a table. That's a 1.2 table. Now, startup costs for one of these things, you could be looking at, let's say $100 for startup cost, just for the table, the rent, maybe a plastic tablecloth. You know, it's, and then if you add an extra $100 towards the stickers, or in my case, as I said, temporary tattoos, or you could use the air fresheners or something like that. Like, air fresheners, think about it. You can buy them for like probably $2-3 each, and then sell them for like $15. And if they are unique enough that there is nothing like that in the place, and it is specific to the market, like if you're selling them at a market and it's a general craft market, and you've got ones like, you know, as I said, you've got the Jordans, or you've got the Michael Jordan Superpose, or the LeBron James like Superpose, like all of those sorts of things. You know, you want to find what we call the evergreen. And I've talked about evergreen before when I talk about my print-on-demand stuff. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, you can find a succulents air freshener. Now, as long as the fragrances are good and the design is cool, you would make a killing. In fact, I'm probably going to steal that and well, not steal it, but I'm probably going to use that with our next one at Armageddon, and we will find some air fresheners which have a nice fragrance, because it just goes well with our candles, you know. And so if you get some cool designs, good fragrance, like that's the important thing, of course, with the thing, and you can quite easily sell those air fresheners for $15-20. If you're at a place like Armageddon, you could probably charge $20 for a car freshener, but make it so it's buy one get one free, because you buy so many at such a low cost. You're already making your profit if you sell one, and then, you know, and so you sell those as handmade. You know, people don't need to know that they're not handmade, but it's something different. It's something that everyone likes, a nice smell and their car. And if people don't buy it for their car, they buy it for their room. So you find fragrances that can complement that. So they don't have to be overpowering fragrances, but always do a test run. So if you see something you like, you're like, oh, that's quite a nice smell, but I don't like that design. So try to find the things. And then when you level up, and when I mean level up, I mean you advance even more so. Rather than going to Temu, you might go directly to the manufacturer and go, hey, I've got these designs. Can you do this? And can you give me a set of fragrances? And then, that's more about negotiating. So that's more when you're doing it quite professionally. This is your main, you're not doing this as a side hustle. This is your main hustle. And, at the moment, our side hustle has become our main hustle. Our candles, our planning for Armageddon, all that sort of stuff, we're doing that now. The only reason we're doing that is because we don't want to go back to work for other people. We want to work for ourselves. We want to retire young, retire rich, and retire well, so that we can manage everything and do it the way that we want to. That's the whole reason I do this podcast now. It's like giving people ideas so that they can level up themselves as well. So just think about that idea. You buy some air fresheners, and as I said, I've used basketball as the example because I know it sells. It could be anything. It could be hip hop stars. It could be cats. It could be succulents. It could be dogs. There's so many. But the thing is, you can go even deeper. So if you create a Shopify shop as well, or any type of those sorts of shops, yes, you can link things with Printify and all that sort of stuff. That's one way of doing it. But if you do it yourself, because you've created these yourself, it's like you can upsell those, but then you've got to do the advertising yourself, which is part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Etsy is an idea. You could do these on Etsy. You just source them and then bring them in and then do it that way. Again, though, there is pricing for that as well. But if you're serious about this and you go, how can I get this money to start off with? Because a lot of times it's people like, oh, I can't do that. I need to do this. I got no money. Well, this is a little fun thing for you. Log into Temu and search fishland. All together, fishland and farmland. So the free stickers that I told you about, they are literally free for me. The reason why is on my fishland, which is one of the games that you can play through Temu or farmland. They also have them at AliExpress and all that sort of things as well. You select some gifts, right? So you select the gifts that you want, and then you play the fish game or the farm game for a while. I'm not going to lie, it took me close to 70 days. But in that 70 days, I've got my 600 free stickers, which are all small stickers. They arrived very, very quickly. I gained $70 in credit, Temu credit, which is even better, because I can use that for anything else. And the other thing that I wanted was a thermal printer. Now, the thermal printer didn't come, so they gave me another $40 credit. So I now have free money from Temu that they've given me that I can use to buy something else for my business. And all it took was 70 days. And I ended up getting my prize as well. And yes, it is tedious. And yes, it is, it's fun to start off with, and then it gets very, very hard later on because you don't get what you should. But that's part of the point. People give up. If you don't give up and you persevere, you've got potential free things. And you can look at anything to do that. So usually they will provide you with some things that you can, add to your system. So you're the one that has to go, right, well, I want to change, you may not find air fresheners, but if you've been searching for air fresheners and then go into the game, you'll find that some of them will be like, oh, cool, yeah. And if you add them to your cart, you might find a couple of them there as well. Now, granted, you may only get one of that particular item. But if you think about what does your business need and what can you get and see what comes up, that is when when you go, cool, I know that to display my air fresheners, I need something that hangs so that people can see how long the string is, or you need a drawer, and then you find that in the little in the fishland part, you add that. There's one of your gifts, and I think you basically get a chance to get 2 gifts, and then they give you like a $30 credit and a $40 credit. Well, $70 is the cost of your air fresheners. So once you've done that, you then find more air fresheners for the ones that you've sold. Another thing that I would suggest people do as well is when you are doing the searching, add a couple of things to your account, share to friends, all that sort of thing. So you can do that in the Fishland game as well. But every day, every 12 hours, I believe it is, you get a gift box that you can open. Now, if you put on notifications, Temu will tell you when it's due and all that sort of stuff. And so you put it in, and for 12 hours, you open these 3 gifts. Now, these 3 gifts give you cheaper things based on what it is that you've searched. So in some instances, some of those air fresheners that you bought for $2 may now show up for 99 cents. Add it to your cart. When you click, like, you don't even have to buy it. Like, if you buy anything through that, that's cool. But always go back to that gift box, because what you'll also see is a plus 2 cents, plus 4 cents, plus 6 cents credit. And you might be like, Alex, 6 cents is nothing. 2 cents is nothing. But over like, a month, when you're not buying anything, and you're getting on average 6 to 12 cents per day, well, that's just some more credit that's there for you. It's like anything that makes it cheaper for you, that helps your business, will help. Now, AliExpress does the same sort of thing, but I will admit, for me, for the tattoos, AliExpress is better, because they have the larger tattoos that I want, and I will be going back to them. But this time I'll be going directly to the actual, to the place, once I've got enough money to do so, and I will be buying them directly and seeing if they can do me a deal. And when I say buying directly, like, last time I was paying for some of my large tattoos, which I was charging $15 for, I bought them for about $2.50. Now I'll be going to them going, I want 50 of this particular tattoo, 50 of this particular one. What can you do me here? What deal can you give me? And try to get $1. Like, I mean, and then they have other deals. The shop that I had as well had buy 8, get 12 free or some shit like that. So it's looking around, it's shopping. But as I said, after going to Armageddon, my idea is now viable. I know that it's not going to work everywhere, and the stickers are viable. Now, the reason why we sold these things as well, most importantly, is because we were selling them. And what I mean by selling them, I mean we were promoting them. We weren't just sitting there on our asses, on our phones, watching people go past and waiting for them to come in. We were bringing people to our store. And this is what I do every week that I do our craft markets. I promote. You don't have to buy from me, but I will give you my spiel regardless. And at the end of the day, if they go, yeah, I'm not interested, that's fine. Move along. I'll find someone else that will be interested. Trust me. Temu is a great idea for making these sorts of businesses viable, but you need to sell. And you need to sell. And you need to sell. So you need to be like, well, all of these are waterproof, they're vinyl. Like, you need to know your product like the back of your hand. You need to have a spiel that is ready, that you can whip out and be like, oh, well, this. Have you these? Oh, yeah, these are waterproof. Oh, yeah, these go on your laptop. They can go in your car. They can go on your things. Tell people what is different from your product that is different to theirs. Oh, well, the stickers I've got have different designs on them. What different designs? Well, you see how they've got this? We've got this, and as you can see, they're much clearer and they're much smoother. Like, don't be afraid to one-up the competition without dogging the competition. You can tell people the difference between why yours is better than theirs. That is not in bad taste. And I know here in New Zealand that is something that we don't do. But it's definitely worth trying if you're willing to try. Like potentially getting a free products that you can then use to sell and make money off, and all you got to do is play a fish game for 60 odd days to start your business. You got no money, what else you got to do? Sign up to Temu. Do it that way. Become a Temu affiliate. Earn money from people that use your link with Temu. I am a Temu affiliate. I haven't really talked about Temu much. I will be talking about Temu more in the future. I may even throw a couple of videos on YouTube talking about Temu. But at the moment, I want to give people the idea of, hey, Temu is something, Alibaba, AliExpress, they are all something that you can use to your advantage. The whole point of this episode is to go, what's something that you're interested in? Can you make money off it? What's something that you know a lot about that no one else does? What can you do to find a niche? When you find that niche, grab it, run with it, and don't be afraid to go deep into that niche. Like, you may think you're the only one that likes Star Trek Lower Decks, but you'll be surprised when people start cosplaying as them, and you're like, oh, it's Tendi, oh, it's Rutherford, and then they see what you've got, and they go, oh, Moopsie. Like, if you watch the show, you know Moopsie, and you'll be like, that is fucking hilarious. But at the same time, that's exactly the sort of thing that I'm talking about. Not everyone has to like your product. Not everyone has to buy your product. Someone will. But they've got to know you have the product first. That is the most important thing. The first thing I do when I talk to someone, I'm like, all of our candles are 100% pure coconut wax. And they go, oh, okay. And some of them will go, ooh, coconut wax. I haven't heard of that. I know you haven't. Come and have a smell. It's a clean burn. It's a vegan, it's I have a spiel that I repeat over and over and over, to the point now that it's stuck into my brain and I know it like the back of my hand. But I use that spiel to my advantage. Because if you're not going to buy one of my candles, that is fine. But you will know why our candles are better than everyone else's, why they will burn longer, why the price is good. And at the end of the day, if you don't buy, you're at least thinking about it. And that's all you need. You just need someone to think about it and go, oh, actually, I'll come back. The amount of times that I've had someone go, oh, yeah, I'll come back. And then they do come back and they buy after telling me, I don't do candles. Oh, I don't. It's like, yeah, cool. That's fine. They're a clean burn. They do this. They do this. And it's all in the delivery. Now, I've been doing it for a year, so I've learned. I know more about my candles now than ever before. Because I didn't really, when we first started this business, I didn't really think it was viable. I didn't think the candles were going to work. My partner was like, nope, it's going to work. It's going to work. And I was like, look, I'll support you. I was ready to have my foot out the door. Until I decided to put my foot all the way in. Until I decided to go all in and go, you know what? I trust you. I love you. Let's try it. What do you need from me? And I just started talking. I I started selling. And that's how I first started selling. And now I work at the collective sometimes. So I sell there. We do more markets. We do almost markets. We're doing 3 markets this month. We've got one coming up this weekend. And I sell. I try my best to make sure we sell. And I haven't sold out yet. But one day we will go to that market and everything will just fall into place, and the right people will be there and they'll buy lots, and I will sell out the whole candles. That is my goal. And that's another thing. Set goals. Set reasonable goals for yourself. If you do one of these craft markets and you're selling your stickers, your goal, sell 1 sticker. The next time you do it, I want to sell enough to make my rent. And as I said, at our particular one, it's $45 for rent. So you want to make $45. Okay, I want to make a profit. Most times when people start selling, they start thinking, and it's the exact same way I was thinking, I've got to make a profit straight away. I've got to make all my money back. No, you don't. Businesses go for years without being in profit. They manage. Yours doesn't have to make profit straight away. But you start with something like this, where you're buying low, selling a lot higher. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to make your returns a lot quicker. And that's all it is. That's how it starts. So I hope you'll take my challenge. My challenge is find something you're interested in. Go onto Temu. See if you can find it. Or something related to it. Use keywords. Learn how to search. Most people, they don't know how to search. They just search the exact thing. Well, remember, copyright is a thing. Trademark is a thing. And on places like Temu, you can find those things, but you won't find them sometimes under that name. You might have to search basketball hero or basketball shoe as an example. Air freshener, stickers, vinyl stickers, car stickers, wall stickers. It's you have to think a little bit about how you want it to do. So one of the things that I saw at Armageddon, which I was like, that'll never sell, but it did. There were these metal metal posters. So they weren't like, they weren't block mounted. They weren't anything. They were just metal posters. And I was like, no one's going to pay. I think they were asking for like 100 or 150. Funny thing is, I found the same thing on Temu for like $6. Now, people did buy these metal stickers because they couldn't get them anywhere else, because that's the place where they're going to buy them, is a place like Armageddon. But the simple fact is, normally if you were to sell that day to day, you would find it very, very hard to sell it at $100, $200, $150 at a craft market. People don't have that kind of money around. That's when you need to invest in like Paywave or FPOST or something like that. So it sort of comes to one of those times when you go, right, where am I selling this? Who is my market? Who's likely to buy this? And how much are they likely to spend? The main thing is if you make a profit on the first one, if you buy a set of, like if you got the metal stickers and you got 5 of them, and you sold them at $30 a print, $40 a print, you sell one of them, you've already made your money. You've already made your money. It's like, then you got to sell another one to be profitable, and so forth. Like anything is out there. Maybe you want something like some scrolls, like wall scrolls with anime characters on them. There's hundreds of them. It's about finding your niche. finding what it is that you like. I mean, I said one before, succulents, dogs, cats. But you can drill down even more. Just under succulents, go for houseplants, go for monstera. There's different variegated monstera, normal monstera, all of them. If you bought them as a sticker or an air freshener, they would sell. In a heartbeat, they would sell. Dogs. You don't even have to go for normal dogs. You could just go for pugs. You could just go for any of the, schnauzers, dachshunds, bulldogs. Like, honestly, people will love things like dogs, but even then, you find a particular dog type, you will still find it. Huskies, like memes. People buy meme stickers. Meme stickers. Just think about that. And you can sell those easily for $4 each, $3 each. If you're feeling bad about selling them for so much, don't. People don't want to buy them, someone else will. And yes, you could even, you could get things like stickers of Wellington, stickers of New Zealand, stickers of Auckland, stickers of, whatever you need, like wherever you're trying to buy for. You could buy a sticker and sell those. Hell, if you want, you could sell the New Zealand flag, the American flag. People will buy it. People will buy it. Like, it's one of those ones where you can niche down as much as you want, or you can go generic. If you go generic, though, you have to realize that as a generic thing, you need to make sure your audience is big enough that everyone will want it, which is the different part, you see. But yeah, my challenge is go on Temu, try it, and email me. Let me know how you went. Contact me. Say, hey Alex, I tried this, it worked. Hey Alex, I'm thinking about this. What would you sell it as? How would you market it? I will tell you how I would market it. I will tell you what I think you should do. That's part of what I try to teach people. So yeah, don't hit me up. Like, please hit me up. Let me know what you are thinking of doing. Because everyone has a passion. And you're unique like everybody else, but there will be other people out there that have a passion, the same passion. Everyone says we're 1 in a million. Yeah. But there's how many billions of people? 8 billion people? 9 billion people? Trust me, it's worth a look. Well, thank you very much, guys. I love you all. I'll end it here. I hope you all enjoyed. Please donate. I've got my Movember going. I've only raised about $170. I'm trying to get to 10,000 to shave my body. I talked about it last week. Please go listen. Please help. My link is in the bottom. What I probably will do as well is I'll probably throw my Temu affiliate link as well. I think I've already got it in there, but if I haven't, I'll add it now. And yeah, let's go. Let me know how you go. What do you do? What do you decide? And another thing is, don't stop. Don't get discouraged. Go into it. All right, guys. I love you as always. Look after yourselves and good luck.